All right, folks, let's rock and roll. Hey, man, I'm going to ask a dumbass question. Does anybody know how to flip this camera around so the letters are the right way? Does anybody know how to do that? That would be my question. That's the question of the day. Yeah. Hey, man, it's open season on questions, guys. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the war, what I'm hearing, just kind of some soft stuff, and then we'll get started, man. The letters are right? Y'all see it the right way? All right, never mind. Shit look extra crispy in front of the red, white, and blue today, boys. Man, oh man. Let me get this YouTube up. Hey, YouTube, we rocking and rolling, baby. We going a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of Discord. Bring the fire, my guys. You got questions, bring the super chats. Hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Remember, keep it positive. Yeah, the flag is upside down, man. That means we in distress. United States is in distress, man. That's what it means. So if you're on a ship and you're flying the flag upside down, it means your ship is in distress. So I decided to break out the distress flag tonight. All right, here we go. We rocking and rolling. Here we go. Let's go, Jenks. Shout out to YouTube. Hey, man, I've been interviewing people. If you out there and you in the San Antonio area and you looking for a job, paying you $19 an hour to do this app, no coding, a lot of stuff, man. I sat down with a lady today, man. It was an awesome conversation. Don't know if she's going to take the job or not. We'll find out shortly, but I have a great job for 2 months, paying about $750 a week, like straight $10.99. You're going to be making this Navy SEAL exercise app. And when I drop this bad boy, we about to dominate this business. Well, we're going to drop the Army Ranger one first. Army, no coding, just straight words. Easy, man. Super easy, man. Tracks everything. Tracks the swim workouts, the running, the eating. You know how we got the log? You ain't got to keep a log. It's all tracked in the app, my guys. You buy a good watch or you got Apple Fitness, whatever the fitness apps are. It links right to the app. It's going to be phenomenal, man. Going to be phenomenal. It's coming at the end of April. I'm just telling you, it's going to be big, man. It's going to change what we do on the channel because it's going to make everybody easier. I'm not quite sure. What do y'all think I should charge for the app, man? What do y'all think? Put it in the comments, man. It's going to be super powerful. $20 a month, 20. I think 20? Man, it's going to have the whole Navy SEAL Masterclass in there. It's going to have everything. Hard to say until we see it. Absolutely. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. But we'll get a preview. I'll get a preview out there. I'll figure out how I can let y'all test it out a little bit. We'll get some ideas. I know it's powerful, though. It's powerful. $150 for a one-time fee. Yeah, we're going to do monthly. The one-time fees was killing me. Okay, $49.99 for the Navy SEALs. Man, I'm charging $79. We're going to see. Brain PDF. Absolutely. The Brain PDF is free, man. I'm going to get that away for free. We're going to turn everything into a damn app, though, man. How to get in the Service Academy app. OCS app. Like, man, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to say right now. We're going to bang. All right. Enough with the app stuff. Let's talk about Iran. What's going on? Listen, a lot of the boys is getting ready to start going over there. Okay? I don't know if that's Trump just trying to put a lot of pressure on Iran. I said this last time. I thought Trump was putting pressure on Iran when we started sending all the planes over there. It wasn't no pressure. My man started dropping bombs. So we will see. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff going over there. Whole bunch of people going over there. Just telling you, planes carry people, gear, and equipment. All right, that shit's headed that way. All right, let's get started with the questions. Somebody over here, y'all are asking, I'm going to give this definition again. We got a bunch of people on YouTube that are new. Listen, man, the flag's upside down because we in distress. America's in distress. So if you're on a fishing vessel or a Navy ship and your flag is upside down, it simply means that your ship is in distress. It's not disrespectful, nothing crazy. It just means we in some distress right now. America's getting crazy. We lost six troops over there. I got a homeboy that came home to some very unfortunate news, but he got to go back. Okay, they bombing the crap out of everything. All right, so we just got it. What does Stilicum? Hang on, man. What does Stilicum being backwards mean? Hey, man, they saying Stilicum's backwards on the YouTube. It is backwards on YouTube. Man, what is going on? All right, hang on real quick. We're going to try to fix this. Does anybody know how to fix this view? Nah, it's backwards, man. I'm looking at it on YouTube, this shit backwards. All right, screw it. We on backwards day, man. We going straight backwards. All right, let's get these questions going. YouTube, if you got questions, make sure you drop them in there. I'm not going to say you need a super chat, but it does help me see what your questions are. Yeah, I don't know, but someone got to know Discord to help a brother out, man. All right, what you got?
Hey, Jake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. What's happening?
My question is, I'm debating between going through to a Coast Guard to be a rescue swimmer or Army to be 18X.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Hang on, there's no debate. How many yards did you swim last week?
Probably about 2,000.
2,000. Okay, go in the Army.
All right. I swam in college.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. How long ago was college?
About 10 months ago. I graduated last May.
Okay, so you better be swimming 25,000 before you go to rescue swimmer in the Coast Guard.
Okay.
Okay. I take it you're gonna enlist, correct?
I'm planning on it. Yes, sir.
Okay. You got a college degree?
I do.
Okay. Very dumb move, but go ahead. We about to get it. We about to get crafty out there. So I can't say if you got a college degree, don't enlist, because there's a good chance you're gonna go get crafty.
I got a psychology degree. It's useless.
What's your GPA?
3.2.
Okay, you'd be just fine. Okay, I don't care what your degree. Psychology is probably the best degree to go into the military in a leadership role. Period. Like probably the best degree to have.
Really? That's
absolutely, bro. What do you think leadership is? It's 100% all psychology. All of it. Like every bit of it is psychology. Oh man, I done messed up the flag. I done messed it up. Messed it up. Does that make sense though? Like if you were a college swimmer,
no, it does.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not ever gonna tell you not to go rescue swimmer, but you better be swimming a lot more than you swimming. Okay? Because that shit hard.
Pick it back up.
Yeah, you gotta pick it back up. And then you gotta be in good shape, man. Like you gotta be in good shape. You can't be no willy-nilly. Like it's gonna be really hard. So probably the most challenging school. Yeah. It's probably on par with Buds, just not quite as long. The swimming part is 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the other thing too. I got a DUI 3 months ago. Does that
you're not gonna go any of that with a DUI. You're not going any of that. They're not letting you go any of that, bro. You're not get. Did the Coast Guard say you could go and rescue swimmer with a DUI?
I honestly haven't talked to a recruiter yet.
They're not gonna let you do none of that, bro. You're not gonna get an 18 X-ray contract with a DUI. You're not gonna get to go anything with a DUI. They might let you join the Coast Guard or join the Army with a DUI, but you're not getting nothing special.
All right, thank you.
All good, brother.
Have a good one.
You good? Hey, all good. Army sniper. Shout out. What's the prediction for the Iran war? Does it lead to more allies for the U.S. or more enemies? Let me tell y'all something, man. If you think we got allies in the world, you wrong. NATO is a big suck on America. Okay? They're not our allies. All right? Allies are in for a penny, in for a pound. They only in for a penny. So we don't really have allies. It's us against the world, and then we help out some goons every now and then. Britain, France, like even Germany used to be the bad guys. Like it's just not how it is. It's us against the world. Now, do we got some people that try to help us? Yes. Oh, I just listened to a great video. Nate's over there rolling. Saudi Arabia hates Iran, right? Like they enemies, okay? But that don't mean they're our allies. We can say allies, but till somebody starts dropping $1 trillion on the war deficit, I don't want to hear shit about no allies. Okay? So if you ask me what's gonna happen, I'm just going to tell you, like, no one likes America in the world, to be honest with you. No one likes the guys that have it cool. We got guns. We got freedoms. We got a bunch of stuff in America that most of the world don't have, okay? So I wish we had some common sense, but we kind of missing that a little bit. So, all right, good question, man. Good question. I just think the Iran war, I think we're going to have boots on the ground in the next maybe 2 months. So maybe sooner. We already have boots on the ground. Don't get it confused. We already got guys over there. It's just when they're going to admit to we having guys on the ground. Okay? Yeah. I mean, this whole cut off, we just cut a whole bunch of people off of oil, right? So the big one is China. It's like 20 to 30% of China's oil came from Venezuela and Iran. We cut it off. I don't know why China hasn't built an oil pipeline from Iran to China. It don't make sense. I think they share a border up there in the northeastern corner of Iran with China. But hey, you know, I'm not in that part of the world. I don't know what they doing, man. I don't know what we doing. Okay. All right, folks, let's get on with the questions. Let's see what we got.
Yo, what's up, Jake? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, what you got?
It's James. Since it's Friday, I just wanted...
Hang on, James. I got you written down on this dirty piece of paper. How you guys be happy to know I got some fresh paper, okay? This is what my note page looks like. It's all doodles and scroodles. I got some fresh paper so that we can write some names down. James, where are you at on this paper? James, are you the women guy?
But this
Penn
is just
State?
an unrelated thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure I got the right dude. Go ahead. What you got?
No, I was just wondering, I'm driving home from school right now, and I'm going to pass a military surplus store. I was wondering if you had any recommendations for a bug-out bag. Because I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of people saying shit's going to hit the fan in like a week.
Yeah, solid. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I got the fattest bug-out bag in the world at a garage sale for $5. $5. Beat up. I believe it's a North Face integrated backpack that has the waist strap. It's probably originally $500 backpack. It cost me $5 at a garage sale. Okay? We got a whole rich-ass neighborhood having a garage sale. We'll be at them garage sales at 7:30 tomorrow morning. Got the kids. They're going to get up, cook breakfast, and then we hitting the garage sales for an hour and a half. So I would hit garage sales. I wouldn't go to a military surplus store. I'm not buying my stuff. Military surplus store is a scam. It's all expensive.
Yeah, I was looking. This one you can get MREs for like, I was going to get like 500 MRE. Or no, I don't have that much money, but you can get them for like $4 a pop.
Listen. MREs sound great, but are not the best kind of dog. If you're going to buy some stuff, go buy Mountain House. Go get you a big box. Go get a bucket of freeze-dried eggs. Like, it's not expensive. You can get survival food that's cheap. That's 1,000 times better than MREs. The question is, how are you going to carry it all? Okay? Like, the question is, what is your bug-out plan? Where are you going? How are you getting there? Like, that's the problem you got. Okay?
Okay.
Right? What kind of gun do you have?
I don't have any. I just keep them. I got a Glock, but it's at home because I can't bring it to school. So if
so here's what I'm gonna tell you.
Like you're 3 hours away.
You're gonna be a victim. Okay? You're up there in Penn State land. You think half of Penn? I bet you Pennsylvania is one of the largest gun holding states in the country. You're gonna be a victim. You're gonna get robbed, shot, and killed. So
yeah, I just gotta make it like an hour away.
Okay.
I know someone who's got like full.
Let me tell you something. How far is an hour away? 50 miles?
Probably. The way the crow flies, probably not even, but road wise, yeah.
You're not going on roads. If you're going on roads, you're getting killed. Penn State's in the middle of the mountains, bruh. You're probably talking about a 5-day travel to go 50 miles. Maybe a 10-day travel. Okay, that's a whole lot of bad guys to try to dodge for 10 days. I don't think you guys understand what you're talking about. You're not going to drive there. You're not going to drive there. No road is going to get you there. You're going to get killed. Okay?
Oh, God, yeah.
And trust me on this, you on a college campus, the first place to come unhinged is a college campus. All them 21-year-olds, right? Ain't got no rules. Football team gonna take over. All the big dudes gonna take over. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do some research, bro. It's not as easy as everybody thinks.
Yeah,
Hey.
I gotta hit the books.
James, I'm gonna throw this out there for you. I want everybody to go check out WikiLeaks, or not WikiLeaks, just Wiki 1 second after. Go read the book. Go read the cliff notes of what happens in the first 30 days when we don't have no power. It's a very good read. It tells you what you really need and what you don't need. Okay? That make sense?
Yeah, all right. I appreciate it, Jake.
All right, James. Hey, man, how are we doing on the shorty doo-wops? Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
I'm
Just
not.
say.
I'm going. Yeah, I won't. I'm going home now. We're doing well, decent.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try and pick up some older ladies while I'm back. I'm from Philly.
Okay.
So there's a lot more people over there, obviously. And I got the house to myself for a couple days. So.
Okay. Just introduce yourself, man. Go to the grocery store and just introduce yourself to some people. Okay.
I will. All right.
All right, James. Talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one. I appreciate it.
Bye. All right, y'all. Listen, we ain't got no hand. We got one hand up. Get your hands up over here in Discord. Hey, YouTube, man, we going back and forth. If you got questions, get them up. My man James at Penn State a month ago trying to tell us there's nobody at Penn State to talk to. We fixed that problem with a quickness. China, that's what we're waiting to see, man. I think China's going to exploit this here pretty soon, and they're going to go down there and pop the crap out of Taiwan. I just saw a big thing where they may even go take the Philippines, which I think would be very interesting. Very interesting. Would we have a full world war if China goes and takes the Philippines? Ooh, it might get a little crazy. Hey, I didn't realize F-22s were built 30 years ago. That's a long time, man. That's a long time. James wants a bug out bag video. Ooh. I got an article out there about what I got in my little stuff, in my little, like my first line kit. But bug out bag, obviously AK-47, probably depends. If I'm traveling by car, I'll have like 3,000 rounds of ammunition. Everybody in my house has an AK-47. We got 2 ham radios. We have a walkie-talkie system that I got to update. We got 3 GPSs. All that stuff is kept in a Faraday bag or a Faraday cage. Compasses. I got a bunch of like robbing and stealing tools. I got a hot wire tool. I got an ignition tool. Obviously I got a nice set of bolt cutters. The one thing I don't have is night vision and thermal. And that's the 2 things that I got to get. Yeah, I got lock picks too, but I'm not picking locks. I'm just bolt cutter and everything. Rocket propelled grenades, RPGs, nah. But I was looking at some belt feds because a belt fed is shut a cat up quick. But here's what I'm gonna tell y'all. I want everybody to understand this, man. In a survival situation, if you're getting shot at, it's not good because if you get shot, you're dead. So I want you to think about this. I got a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a wife. Any one of those 4 people get shot, they're dead. Okay? Even though I didn't watch a ton of videos on surgery and all this other stuff, they're dead. So you do not want to get in gunfights. You do not want to do that. Okay? I'm over here in Texas. Everybody's going to have guns. Like, gunfights are going to equal people dead. Okay? So if you're trying to get out, you got to hide. Like, I'm telling you, man, I want everybody, everybody thinks they got what it takes to, survive. I want you to go look at Katrina, man. Go watch some of them videos on what was going on in Katrina, how the gangs just took over the city and was just having their way with everyone. How quickly it went to just complete disarray. Like 3 hours, and it was complete disarray. Okay? So understand that. It's a lot more violent and a lot crazier than you guys can even imagine. Okay? And if you're not willing to meet violence with violence, you're going to be a victim. So I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Shoot first, ask questions later. I'd rather shoot 50 people and be wrong than not be wrong on one person and get shot or get somebody in my family shot. So, but my big deal is you got to lay low, move at night, hide during the day, keep it moving. Yeah. Anarchy is right. Like absolutely. Katrina was crazy. It was absolutely insane. That's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. Okay. Oh yeah, we got body armor, but it doesn't matter, man. You guys talking about body armor, like what happens if you get shot in your leg? Okay, you get shot in your leg. What happens? Okay, we got antibiotics for like 10 days for 5 people. Get shot in your leg, you'd be dead. Okay. Have an artery blowout. Done. Right? Now, I might be able to go in there and clamp it off, but shit, the infection, everything else, you ain't getting no medical treatment. So, you better get going. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a get scarce real quickly deal. Okay? AK over AR, AK 47 rounds. So, if I shoot you with a 7.62 by 39, you're dying. If I shoot you with a 5.56, you're probably living. That's the difference. I'm not trying to shoot you 3 or 4 times. I just want to shoot you once and keep it moving. So, and AK-47 is just a lot hardier gun, man. It's like a regular old hammer in the gun department. So, all right, y'all, let's go bang these questions out, man. It's Friday. We on here helping YouTube. Y'all got any questions on YouTube? Pop them in. I don't know what kind of brand. My AK-47s were $300, man. That's all I paid for them. $300 25 years ago. Okay, they weren't very expensive. They have never given me a problem at all. I think I got Warsaw, whatever they're called, but they're great. If Jake ran into an ambush mountain lion attack, what would be your first move? So listen, man, we got a couple goats running around in the backyard, and my neighbor has seen mountain lions 3 times. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I got a swimming pool right dead in the middle of my yard. I'm going to do everything in my power to get that mountain lion to that water, and then I'm going to drown him. I'm going to drown him. Because as soon as I get in that water, he ain't going to want to mess with none of that. And I'm going to drown him in that swimming pool. And believe me, you're going to see a video about 5 minutes after I get done drowning this mountain lion in my swimming pool. I'm going to have a mountain lion like a necklace around my neck, and we both going to be soaking wet, and I'm going to tell you the story. Probably going to be messed up. Hopefully I keep him off my neck. But if I get him to that water, I'm winning. It's a dub. So I thought about that a couple times. Big cats can't swim when I got him in that Kimura. I got him in that chokehold, and I'm holding his head underwater, man. Don't believe the hype. Yeah, they can swim, but if I'm drowning them, they ain't going to be able to do nothing. Because I'll drown a grown-ass man in a swimming pool. So a 90-pound mountain lion, he probably going to mess me up. I'm probably going to go get stitches, whatever, but that's my plan right now. Drown him in a swimming pool. Fight for my life. You either win or you die. So that just is what it is. All right. Get your hands up. Daffy Duck, I don't know what you're doing over there. Let's see what else. Yep. 1 week, no power. San Antonio, got crazy. I had a question about Navy program I've been looking into. Bobby Euler, that's a hard question. You talking about, I got major marine mammal program video, Bobby. I might get it done for tomorrow. Rear naked choke. That's right, rear naked choke. They call me animal control. What's your question, bro?
Hey, Jay. Good afternoon. Would you say that people in the reserves will start to get in their conditional release?
In the reserves?
Yeah, let's say I'm in the reserves and I want to transfer to active duty with everything that's going on. We'll just say that's...
No. No one is going to let anybody go anywhere right now. No. No one's going anywhere. No one. Because if you're in the reserves, they don't want people not signing up for the reserves. So you're not going nowhere. No one. It's hard enough to get a conditional release out of the reserves when there ain't nothing going on. Now, here's what I'll tell you in the reserves. You can raise your hand and probably go right now. They'll just chop you over to a unit. Is that what you're trying to do? Hello? 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 All right, someone asked me. Go ahead. What's your question?
Hey, Jake. You were talking about Philippines earlier. I'm Filipino.
Okay.
So I just graduated from there overseas in the Philippines. I got back in November. Degree in management information systems. I came out with a 2.72.
Okay.
And I'm back here. I'm trying to find a job. I can't find a job.
Yep.
So I was thinking of enlisting in 17C Army Cyber.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You got cyber certificates?
No, but I know for enlisting, I got to take the ICTL, which I'm studying for right now.
Okay. So go in our cyber section. There's a whole package about how to get in the Army with a cyber.
Okay, Jake.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, that's a solid program. You having trouble getting a job, go in the military, you'll be fine. All right, real quick. Someone's asking me about the new POC program. Absolutely. I have a whole video, Danny D, on new POC. There's a whole video out there on new POC I shot with a recruiter up in in Illinois. So go check that video out. Okay. Air Force TAC P. Okay, waste of time. You try to go Special Forces, you got two places. Really only got one place to go. That's the Army. That's just my opinion. Navy SEALs, okay. Air Force is absolutely insane. Now, if we go to war, they're going to spin the TAC P back up. But, dog, TAC P, you embedded with the best of the best. They're not going to let you get there if you suck. Absolutely not. So, listen, man, here's the deal. I don't think you guys understand. Let's take this poll. Let's have a poll real quick. How far... Let's say everything goes Katrina. We're going to call it Katrina, so we're not talking about nothing crazy. Let's say everything goes Katrina. Okay? How far can you travel under Katrina conditions? Okay? So we're in Katrina, storms passed, no law, nothing. How far can you make it in those conditions? Let's see what y'all say. I'm waiting to see. Drop some numbers. Let's see what you can do it. Okay, Danny D says 5 miles at the most. Okay. Appreciate it, Rudy. I love that $99 super chat, my dude. Appreciate it. How far can you make it? 2 miles. Okay. No more than 5 miles. All right. 25 miles, 2 miles. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I would say my first number that came to my head was 4 miles. Okay. You're not going to make it 4 miles without getting robbed, killed, or beat to death. Not going to make it. Okay? So think about that. How far is 4 miles? For me, it's 3/4 of a mile out of my neighborhood. All right? Now, I got some egress and egress routes, some ways to get in and out that I don't have to take roads. Okay? But I can't travel on them during the daytime, so I got to travel at night. All right? But even they are sketchy. So I might be able to get 4 miles that way, but 5 miles, just draw a circle around your house and ask yourself how you're going to get there. Okay? Just ask yourself how you're going to get there. How and here's the other thing. You got to walk. Because if you get in a car, like you ain't going to make it 400 yards. I might make it out of my neighborhood in a car. No, you probably ain't gonna make it out of your neighborhood in a car. Because I know if you drove by my street, you came down my cul-de-sac, I'm lighting you up right now. Right now, you getting lit up. Okay? And as soon as your car goes out, it's over. You're done. Okay? Traffic jams. You're not going nowhere. So that's why I want you guys to understand, like when I say you need a bug out plan, that shit is planes, trains, and automobiles. Rivers, creeks, canoes. Like, you guys just don't get it, man. Like, it's gonna get crazy. And here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you this. If you're traveling with a female, I'm just gonna tell you, I have a whole man's outfit for my wife. Okay? A whole man's outfit. Beard and everything. Because if you traveling with a female, probably 1 out of 5, 1 out of 3 people is just going to kill you just to get at the female. Okay? You don't believe me? Go look at what happened to Katrina. All right? Go look at what happened to Katrina. I keep telling you, 4x4 don't matter, man. Don't matter. Vehicle, even if I put armor plating on my vehicle, I turn it into an 18 machine, I ain't going to make it. Okay? Hey, I go for the hills and the mountains. How are you going to get there? How far away is it? Right? Like, how far away is it? Like, you guys are talking about all this prepper shit. You got to understand. Oh, yeah, Jake said he coming to steal all my food. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm banging everybody, bro. I just am. Like, no talking, no conversations. Travel at night, fucking bang. Okay? Lay low. You know, but I got a special plan. I'm up out of here, man. I'm up out of here, deuces. I'll get my family out, get them situated somewhere, and then I'll be back, take over so I can be the king of Texas. So I told y'all what the plan is, man. Gotta have a bunch of people, man. You ain't gonna chill out for the first 48 hours, bruh. I'm gonna tell you this. In Katrina, they had mobs of 1,000 people. 1,000 people mobbing people. What you ain't got 1,000 bullets in your gun, man. Like you're gonna they're gonna come to all the nice neighborhoods first. The goons are coming to the nice neighborhoods first. Okay. Now, I will tell you this. Heads-on pikes are a solid deterrent for about the first 2 months. Maybe the first month. And then after that, they ain't gonna care about no heads on the stake. Everybody gonna be starving to death. Okay. Man, we got off a full sidetrack. How to be a prepper, how to survive. Hey, all you goons that are gonna shelter in place, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Oh, they sheltered in place. They must have a nice little stash of goodies in that house. My life cocktail. Whoo, whoo. House on fire. Everybody dead. Okay? Everybody dead. That's right. Set the house on fire. Okay? Set the house on fire. It's over. Don't need to do nothing. Set the house on fire. Okay? That's it. Like, it's gone. House on fire. You ain't gonna stay in a burning house. Okay? So, let's go. Okay. What other questions we got? Oh, man, I wasn't keeping up on the questions. A lot of people think we close to a revolution, man. Bug out bag. I think your bug out bag goes with your skills, man. It goes with your skills. So, like, I got a couple snares in my bug out bag, right? Animal snares. So I can set a couple snares up. You know, I get me a deer, you know. But you talking about long-term survival then. I'm eating cats, dogs, whatever else. What you got?
When I was back in Nicaragua, they started throwing barricades and you couldn't move from city to city. And the food wasn't just moving out. And then the military, the army took over the streets. And yeah, you can go from city to city. Not even... Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When that happened in Nicaragua, could you go neighborhood to neighborhood? Could you move between the neighborhoods?
I mean, if you were lucky and you knew that people were out there, you might have a chance to make it out.
Uh-huh. But you couldn't just roll out.
No, but you couldn't just move from city to city without them checking you out or stripping you out.
Yep. And they was taking all your money and shit, right? They're taking everything you had, correct?
Yep.
But see, these people in America, man, we soft in America. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry about that. People were just leaving by the border, you know, going to Costa Rica or Honduras. Yeah.
But we're soft in America, correct? We don't know what terror looks like, right?
I mean, I'll say it's just different. America's tougher, you know. It's how can I explain it? Like, back in Nicaragua is just a straight survival mode. Think about being 100 years in the past.
Yep.
Here in America is more of a boom. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's tougher. There's more competition.
Yeah. Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I've been in Nicaragua. Shot a TV show there, man. I was in a small village off that big lake in Nicaragua, the biggest like lake in Central America. And I was in a village, and they had these awesome mangoes, and I kept asking for more. And the fixer came over to me and said, "Hey, man, you just ate a week's worth of their mangoes." I felt so bad. I hadn't eaten anything, and then I got the runs from the mangoes, but it was one of the best mangoes I had. So we have a crafty truck that's full of food. I went and gave all the food to the whole village. I felt so bad. I had eaten like 7 or 8 mangoes, and they were talking about that was all the mangoes they had for a week. So I saw it, man. I saw how poor it was. Okay? I saw how poor it was. People, we just got to understand, man, like this shit goes south, man, it's going to get crazy. Okay? It's going to get crazy.
There's still people who are like indigenous. My uncle told me that he used to swim 10 kilometers, like 6 miles, and in the way back he would hunt turtles, and that's how they make their living, just
Yep.
hunt the turtle and then tied it up and go back swimming.
Yep. There used to be crocodiles in the lake I was in. They said they ate all them crocodiles. Ate all of them. So I'm with you. You got a question, man?
All good over here. Just
okay. I appreciate the input. That's solid from Nicaragua. We like that.
Hey Jake, I got 2 questions.
Go ahead.
First is how do I get my hands on the brain PDF?
Just email me. Ask for the brain PDF.
Okay. And then the second question, I think it was like last week or a couple lives ago, you were talking. It was just they started talking about like females, and you mentioned 2 books that you had read on. I think it was like manipulation, but you said that you weren't gonna name them. I'm not sure.
So listen, I can't name none of that stuff because I'm steering clear of all that because it got me in trouble with YouTube. So if you send you send me an email, I'll just email them to you. But yeah, we're not talking about.
Yeah, in the email, I'll just include like the brain PDF and like the names of the books.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll email them to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, cool. All right, guys, listen, man. We was doing some big stuff last year in July, May and June and July. We had to stop because it blew up my YouTube channel. So I know I'd love to help you. I might make an app. We might make an app. Probably not. We probably ain't gonna make an app because I can't have my social score go down. We get killed again. So, all right, here I got a question. Interviewing interns next week. What questions should I ask them to see if they're coachable and adaptable, actually interested in the role? Okay. So here's what I tell you, man. My couple of favorite questions. What class do you like? What's your favorite middle school class? Okay. Tells me if they can think, how well they remember. Tells me if they like learning. Okay. And then my other question is, if they can't give me a middle school class, I ask them what's their favorite high school class. And then I'm going to ask them what they like to do, and then I'm going to ask them a tertiary question. Not a secondary question, a tertiary question on something they like to do. And I'm going to see if they really know what they like to do or they just saying something for an interview. As soon as I catch them lying, they're done. So my whole goal is to try to catch them in some BS, and they're done. But I know you're looking for capable people. That's all you got to worry about when you're hiring. Winners and capable people. Don't hire no losers. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. I do have Dynamic Leadership Discovery. If you Google it online, should be able to find an article, phenomenal article about hiring. Hang on. All right, we got any more questions on Discord? We ain't got no questions. I'm gonna tell you right now, we could get up out of here now. We ain't got no questions. 7:30, quick little 30-minute. We gone. Yo, I'm telling you, Jinx, I'm telling you. I am telling you. No questions asked. Middle school social studies. Okay, middle school social studies. What's your favorite topic in middle school social studies? That's my question. Team Apocalypse. Okay, so Cool Barracuda, here's what I'm going to tell you. I got 2 Army Rangers, a Green Beret, a Marine, 2 smart Air Force people that know technology to run radios, and I got 2 doctors. What do you bring to the table? That's what I'm going to ask you, Cool Barracuda. Unless you just bringing muscle, you showing up with 100 dudes so we can mob up. Because I'm telling you, I'm building an army. I'm building an army. That's what we building. Hey, man, y'all ask the TAC-P, man, Air Force, it's just really hard to get into, man. If we go to war, it'll open back up. But TAC-P in the Air Force is stationed with all the bangers. So it's a hard job, man. They make it really hard. Y'all want a bug out bag prep video? Yeah, I can build one of those. I got a bug out bag. Come see me in the Philippines. I'm not coming to the Philippines. Hey, man, I just told y'all, China talking about taking over the Philippines. Why am I'm going to Thailand. Let me go to Thailand. Okay, I'm going to Thailand. What's the best job to get in the military if you already have an EMT? 68 whiskey, man. 68 whiskey. Period. Travis is on my live. Go see Travis. Travis really busy now, man. Travis raising 3 kids and a 2nd grader right now. So he got really busy. Everybody want me to make a bug out bag video. I'll get on it. I'll make one. Do more survival preparedness videos. So listen, here's my thing with survival and preparedness. I could tell you all day how to do shit. If you don't understand it and you don't live that life, it doesn't matter. Okay? You're not gonna be successful. I spent 10 years of my life learning how to make a fire in any condition. Okay? My dad had this deal. He would tell me, go outside and make a fire. It'd be pouring down rain. Go outside and make a fire. The first 3 years, I couldn't do nothing. Okay? I go out there and be pissed, and I learn. So there's a lot of skills that you got to understand, like how to stay warm when you ain't got nothing to stay warm with. Okay? That's why I don't do a bunch of videos on that stuff, because I could talk to you about infiltration and exfiltration and movement and all that stuff. But if I put you in a canoe right now and I said you got to paddle 200 miles, most of y'all are going to make it maybe a mile if the water is going that way. And some of you won't even be able to stay in a canoe. So I don't make a lot of videos on that stuff because it doesn't do any good. You know, you guys don't have no training. You soft. How many? Let's ask this question. Here we go. Good question. Good question. How many of you have started a fire outside on the ground without paper in the last year? Let's ask this question. I can say this. I've done it probably 20 times. Okay. How many of you have started a fire in the last year without paper? Okay. Outside. So we got 5 times, once. Okay. It's a perishable skill. It's perishable. Unless you grew up in it. It ain't perishable for me. The shit seared in my brain. Okay. Multiple times with a flint and steel. Solid. Okay. Never, never, never. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You probably ain't getting a fire if you on the run. You want to tell everybody where you're at? Start a fire. Okay. Start a fire. All right. A lot of you guys are talking about lighters. I'm just going to tell you, lighter sounds good, but a lighter will break. Magnifying glass sounds good. Magnifying glass, like a lot of times you starting a fire, man, at the end of the night. Now, I'm going to tell you this, in prepper situation, I ain't never starting a fire. Unless I got a medical emergency, I got somebody in hypothermia. Fire ain't one of those luxuries you get when you out in the field. Okay. Best fire starter, steel wool. No, best fire starter, cotton balls and Vaseline. Okay. Rub your cotton balls in Vaseline. Have a ferro rod, 1 strike, it'll start. Once the wood starts, put the cotton ball out. Make sure it's out. Put it back in your little container. Okay. Pine knots, all that stuff sound good. Like, it's just hard to do. Cotton ball and Vaseline. All right. I'm a Revolutionary War reenactor. So, what you got, David? What the hell am I doing here on, what is this, man? Man, y'all got to remember, you got to use hands. All right, do we have more hands up in here? If not, we just on a ramble tonight. It's 7:20. We're going to bounce up out of here. Now everybody raise their hands. What you got?
I got a question as to, like, you just think it's just civil unrest that is going to cause it, or you think, like, it's, like, Iran sleeper cells, or what are you thinking that's going to cause all this? Because you talk about bug out a lot.
Okay, so listen, here's the deal. Let me ask you a question. How many, call them empires, have lasted 250 years?
I mean, not too many. And,
No.
You know,
How many have lasted past 250 years?
250. I would say a decent amount. If I actually think about it, a decent amount have lasted past.
Go over to Gemini and ask it that question. Empires. Not just like, I mean, there's probably a couple places that have had, 600-year reigns, but go look. You're going to be shocked. 250 years is the break point for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. But come back and tell us some facts. I'm not going to throw out no craziness.
Right. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Just do it right now. Come back. Give us some love and some information. All right, what's the other question? Somebody else came in here. What's your other question? Why he's going to look that up. No more questions. Someone just jumped in here. Who's asking a question? We need a question. YouTube, shoot us a question. Should I go special forces? Go ahead. Sorry. What you got? Go ahead.
It says roughly 20 to 35 empires clearly passed the 250-year mark.
Okay, what's the life expectancy? Of those 25. Yeah. Just ask it like.
Average life expectancy?
Yeah.
Average life expectancy. It's around 200 to 250, it says.
Yeah.
Just roughly, without making more parameters.
And we're all the way up at 250, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just playing numbers. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing crazy. Now, if the Fatawa attacks come, they start running around killing people, right? Like, you go look at Sean Ryan and Sarah's show, the first one she did, man. She talks about their plan is to kill 60,000 Americans.
Yeah, I've watched all those, and
yeah,
I'm a combat veteran myself. I've done tours to Afghanistan. I'm just curious where you're getting that information from. So
no, it's not necessarily getting it. It's just like I know how quickly, how quickly America's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
Have you been to California, Oregon, or Washington lately?
No, I live in a little bit of rural Virginia. So
okay, so I'm going to tell you this: rural Virginia is still, 1900s, right? Yeah. You go out to California. Where are you at in Virginia?
I live a little bit south of Lynchburg, so right by George Washington National Forest.
Yeah. My Amelia, my wife's best friend lives in Amelia, so kind of a little bit south of there. But my point is, when you go to those West Coast states, I don't know how they're going to survive much longer. I don't know. When you have drug addicts holding up like a bakery, I saw a drug addict hold up a bakery, but just being stinky and smelly. Give me $5 or I won't leave. Someone gave him $5, he left. Okay? To me, that's the showings of the downfall of civilization. And it's not going to take much. It's not. It's just not going to take much. Give me a 72-hour power outage on the West Coast, and we'll have full-blown anarchy that we won't be able to recover from. So
yeah, I've seen the Department of Energy report that Sean Ryan talked about too. Was about 90% of the population would be dead if something like that happened.
Have you read the wiki 1 second after?
I did. Yeah, I went over that.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's phenomenal because it tells you, bam, bam, bam. At the end of 30 days, like 50% of the population is dead. At the end of 1 year, there's 3 to 5% of the population left. Right? Or, I'm sorry, 10% of the population, but of that 10%, 50% of them are in the Midwest. 3% of the population is left on both coasts. So you do the math, right? 3 million people, there's 3,000 people left. So what are you going to do that's different to keep you out of that 3 million? I know what I'm doing. So
yeah. Is there any resources that you would say that are more beneficial to look at? Because, it's just, as a kid from Venezuela said, it's hard just to leave a neighborhood. So how are you gonna? Everybody's gonna try to go to the forest too, but they're gonna die. They have no skills.
And everybody in the forest is gonna be sitting in the forest waiting for more people to come. Correct?
Yeah.
I'm set up in the forest. Every time I see a new dude, I kill him and take his resources.
Yeah, that makes
sense. He doesn't ever see me coming, right? So like that's where I think like I don't talk about my plan ever because my plan relies on finite resources. I need shit in my plan to be able to execute my plan. So I don't ever talk about my plan. You'll never hear, here's my plan. This is what I'm doing. Because I got finite resources. I got 3 million people in San Antonio that I'm competing for, and there are zero natural resources. There's zero water, zero animals, and there's zero ways to get around. Okay? We're basically in the middle of the desert. So you're going to survive by taking stuff from other people. That's the only way you're going to make it, unless you have a unconventional way of departing the area.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, and I know, I mean, you leave the wire at night, bad things happen, right? And
that's a thing most people don't understand what other human beings can do, and I've seen it personally, and it's just kind of crazy that's gotten to this point. But I agree with you to a certain extent. Yeah.
Here's my thing, right? Like everybody has grown up in a world with police officers. When you go overseas to some of these countries and they don't have no police officers, you start seeing what real bad men can do when they get power, right? Some of the town mayors, for better part of the term, right? Some of the power brokers, like they got ultimate power. If they want to kill you and your family, they just kill you. There's no recourse. There's no law governing them. And that's what people don't understand, man. When man is left to do what he wants to do, it's unbelievable how violent and just nasty he can become. So, and I know you understand that. So, I just think it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
I agree with you. Thanks, Jake.
Yep. All right. Let's go. Next question, man. We're having a good conversation today, just kind of about instability. Yeah, a bunch of Navy SEALs. A whole bunch of people go back in. I know when 9/11 happened, like 400 people called Margaret immediately and went back in. So, sending kids to boarding school. Listen, man, I don't have a lot of experience with sending kids to boarding school. I know 2 boarding school kids. They did okay, but I don't think they had a very strong family background. One of my dudes went to boarding school at 8th grade and never saw his family again. And if you ask me, he's a loser. He's achieved a lot, but he's a loser. So I'm not sending my kids to boarding school. I was in the Navy from 1990 to 2001. 1 to 10, how expendable would my sons be when they finally strap on their boots and become a men and get signed up for war? Wolf Drifter, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm trying to raise my sons to be fucking savages. So if you're talking about raising your sons to be expendable, then my sons will be expending them, because I'm not raising my sons to be expendable in no situation. Okay, we've had a whole bunch of active shooter problems. Okay, they know what they need to do. I talked to my son today. What happens if someone starts shooting right there in the grocery store? And he had all the right answers. We jump over the meat tray and we exfil through the back. We stay low. We keep running fast as we can. We're headed to the back of the store. We'll exit through the back, through the loading docks. I said, my man. I said, what happens if someone's right there shooting? He said, man, I'm diving behind that meat counter right there, the meat kind of thing in the middle of HEB, and then I'm going to start crawling that way, and then I'm going to get up and start running as soon as I get to some concealment, which were the lines. I said, man, that's great. I said, what happens if they on us or they way over there, but they coming this way? He said, I'm diving over the meat counter. Didn't miss a beat. I said, what happens if you freeze? I said, what do you got to do? He said, you got to tell yourself to run, 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 run. Start yelling run until you start moving. Okay? About the best it's going to get for a 14-year-old. But I'm raising my kids to win and live. Okay? I don't know how you're raising your kids. I'm not being like a dick, but like, I don't care. My kids are going to find a way to win. That's what they're going to work on. Okay? I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm just telling you, I'm trying to raise my kids to be fighters and understand that, like, when it's life and death, you better fight to the end of your life, period. You said you know a guy who quit Navy SEALs because 5 years nothing happened. Yeah, I got a bunch of them quit. Okay. It's going to be worse than the days of Noah. John's Revelation says the end of times will be worse than the days of Noah. Yeah, I mean, shit. You don't wipe out 95% of the world's population with some easy ass deal. Just going to say that. There's been like 12 of them. Go back and read the books. 12 extinction level events over the last, call it 200 million years, 300 million years, whatever the time frame is. Go look it up. Okay? If you think that they're just going to all of a sudden kill a whole bunch of people in America with some easy shit, yeah, that ain't going to happen. No combat in the military. I got shot in high school. I got a number of gunfights in high school. I wouldn't even call them gunfights. I'll call them gun scuffles. So, you wouldn't try to go to Israel given that you're a Hasidic Jew? I've been to Israel. I'm not trying to go to Israel right now. Nope. I'm an American first, man. I'm American first. I'm just an American. So, I'm an American. That's what I am. American. You ask me, I'm going to tell you. I'm defending America. I'm defending my family, my little group of people, and then my country. Okay? In that order. What items to put in a rucksack at home to train for ranger selection? Okay, how about some weight? How about 40 pounds of weight? Do you have the Army PDF? You guys asking a question about training the Army PDF. We got the Army app coming. Are you prepared for an apocalyptic war if it happened now? Here's what I'm going to tell you. So when did the rainstorm go through North Carolina? About a year and a half ago? Yeah, about then. So I got a call from a family friend. They needed me to jump in to North Carolina and find their brother who had been no one had talked to him in 7 days. Okay, it took me 2.5 hours to get my shit together to jump in, and I knew I wasn't prepared. Okay, and then I had my good friend Jay pick me up in the truck with guns and everything else that we needed that I couldn't travel on the plane with, and we rolled out. And before we had a staging area about 40 miles away. I had everything I needed to be self-sufficient for 10 days. Well, really forever, because I would start eating cats and dogs after like probably 4 days. But my point is, it took me 2 hours to get out of the house. Now, if it's something faster than that, shit, I'm taking what I bare minimums. All right. The lucky thing is I'm in Texas, a super temperate climate. I ain't got to really worry about that much unless it's in the middle of the summer. We're traveling at night, Just got to have your ways. But that's the whole approach. Okay? Yeah, everybody in my house is shooting. Everybody. I don't know what this means. Military or civilian for the collapse. I don't know what that means. All right. Prepare for an apocalyptic war if it happened now. I'm going to be in charge, my dude. I'm be in charge. Absolutely. Yeah, but you're going out, man. Jonathan Wars, you're going out the loading dock. You're going out. You're not coming in, you're going out. Okay? No, I'm not trying to go to Israel. I'm not going to Israel. Better to be special forces or civilian for the collapse. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you special forces during the collapse, you're probably going to be working away from your family. Your family's going to have to take care of themselves. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be a civilian because I'm going to take care of my family. I want my head to be the head prevailing in making sure we're doing the right things. We got dudes thinking their girls will be soon folks. Jenks, I need English, my dude. English. Hey, man, be nice in here. I'm not talking bad about my dude's kids, man. I answered it. Family, community, country. Absolutely. Wrestling helps with that mindset. Hawaii has always been expensive. Super expensive. Hey, man, listen. I spent $140 on 5 bags of groceries, some Chick-fil-A, and some French fries at Five Guys. I'm going to start shooting deer in my backyard. We about to start smoking deer in San Antonio in the backyard because it's getting ridiculous. Getting ridiculous. Former Marine at the hearing. I thought that's kind of crazy, man. But here's what I'm going to say, man. Listen, if you try to lock your arm in the door and they break your arm, that's your fault, man. Like, if you're going to go protest and you get your arm broke, that's your fault. I don't even know what he was saying. I'm not mad at him. We're in America. You can protest if you want. But if they break your arm, it is what it is. Like, it's a mere flesh wound. He didn't get shot. They ain't kill him. He just broke his arm. So what? Okay? Maybe the next guy goes in there and be like, okay, I'm going to protest to a point, but I'm not going to get my arm broke. But he's a Marine. You know, them dudes eating crayons. They crayon dudes. I broke my arm. This is how it is, okay? Yep, North Carolina was a ghost town. Yep. So here's what I'm going to tell you, man. That's a good comment right there. Seriously, all of this end of times talk from military folks online lately has become odd. Let me tell y'all something. People ask me, what did I learn in the military? What I'm going to tell you is, what did I learn in the streets of Tacoma? Okay? I learned that in a second, shit can go bad immediately. Okay? I learned that there's a bunch of precursors to when shit's going to go bad. When you're about to see two dudes get killed in the street and their faces stomped in the ground, there was a precursor that was about 10 minutes preceding that event that I saw happen in the street. Okay? And the idea is to see what's coming and then take corrective action now so that it doesn't affect you or involve you in the future. And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand about special forces. So I was reading this awesome thing about the Stanford kind of remote viewing program that they have with the CIA in Stanford. And they think that all of the special forces dudes that live, like the 1 out of 20 dudes that live, or the SOG dude like Billy Waugh, right? Those dudes are able to see into the future, take corrective action now, and adjust course so that trouble doesn't find them in the future. Okay? That's what you guys don't understand, is living this video game lifestyle and all this other stuff. There's a set of skills in survival that I can't teach you unless you grew up in survival. Unless you've been in those situations, you haven't honed that reptilian brain of yours to understand when danger is fast approaching. Okay? I'm going to tell you like this. I don't claim to be the best nor the worst, but I can tell you this. I know when danger's coming. Okay? And I know how to take corrective actions to get my family out of danger, to get my, get to move away from danger immediately. So you guys are talking about all this. Why are we talking about it as vets? I mean, that's what keeps us alive, man. That's what keeps us alive, big dog. Yep. If you're running a 32-minute 5 mile, I would tell you to bump up your mileage. You'll be fine. You go ship with an option 40. I would just bump up your mileage, man. I'll be much happier if you say you're running 40 miles a week. Well, if you were rucking 15 miles a week and running 25 miles a week, I'd be much happier. Okay. Celebrate Jewish holidays. Kind of, but not really. Not really. I grew up in a Jewish household with my grandfather, but the Jewish community kind of made me salty when I was in high school because I was the only black guy between Tacoma and Portland's youth groups, the AZA program, and they kind of outcast me. And so ever since then, I really don't, I know what I am, but I ain't super hung up on it, okay? Someone talking about getting a bow and arrow. So here's what I'm going to tell you, Mac T. Do you know how to make arrows? Because if you got a bow and arrow, I mean, I got 100 arrows over there. All of them composite, aluminum, plastic, notches in the back. The notches break all the time because they plastic. I got a recurve bow over there. I got a long bow that I've had since I was 5. You got to know how to make arrows. It ain't easy to make arrows, okay? There's a lot of things you need to learn, but like, what are you going to shoot with the bow and arrow? It sounds cool, but I'd much rather have a gun, okay? Much rather have a gun. All right. Quick knee question. My left knee outside has pain. Swim breaststroke. Swim breaststroke. If your knees are hurting, swim breaststroke. Okay. Best martial arts, wrestling. Wrestling. Okay. Wrestling, and then learn a couple chokes using clothes, and then learn an ankle lock, and that's it. But if you fighting in jail, bro, you better learn viciousness and lifting. Okay, straight up. Because them jail fights are dangerous. People get killed. Fight sim stick for flying. I don't know. I just got a Logitech flight system at my house. So I don't know. I don't know what the best is. Fort Lewis. Let's go, Fort Lewis. That's right. South Fort Lewis. Love that. Okay, what else we got? What engineering degree do you think is the best to work for? Mechie or electrical engineering are my two best. Aerospace engineering. Call left, bang, baby. Okay. Grappling, jiu-jitsu. That's it. Okay. Anyone in the chat going Army? What jobs you going for? I was diving pier facing in Tacoma for explosives back in 03. Yup. I was born in T-Town. Where'd you go to elementary school, my dude? SF instead of 68 whiskey. Everybody thinks they're going to go make it. I already said that. Can't join the Army for 3 years. Someone got a question? What's your question on Discord?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I have to give a little bit of context for this.
Okay.
So Nicaragua, right? There was already barricades and all that in the street. You couldn't move out. And so we didn't have any more food. And I ended up living with my dad to a different city. We left on a bike to my grandparents' house to just bring back food, right?
Yep.
And so the paramilitary took all the guys that were on the street, and they were starting to break into houses, and and I was away with my dad in a different city, and they broke into our house, and there was my mom, my sister, my cousin, if it were you, how would you prevent that? You oughta,
So here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? In a survival situation, if you leave your wife and kids, they're going to die, okay? So that's why I say it is so complex, right? It's not an easy answer. Your dad took you on bicycles to your grandparents' house to get some food, correct?
Yeah, what we ended up doing is we left in the bicycle and stay there while they were taking back the city, and after we came back with all the food and whatnot.
If you can answer this question without too much graphic detail, okay, and it's not too hard on you to answer, what happened to the women in your family that stayed in the house?
Bad things.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Bad things, right? Really bad things, correct?
Yeah.
Did they live?
Yeah.
Okay. I want everybody to hear that. We're not gonna ask him to expound. We're not gonna talk about it. Really bad things. Okay? The only way you can prevent really bad things from happening to your family in a survival situation is if you're there to do really bad things to the bad men that are coming to do bad things to your family. So if you leave your family and you think you're going to do something and they're going to be protected by some spirit, bad things are going to happen, man. And I want you guys to hear that from somebody that came from Nicaragua and his family had to live through the pain, okay? You can't recover from that shit, man. I got 3 boys. I got 1 young man, really 2 young men, and I still got a 10-year-old, okay? If you don't think they will do some crazy stuff, here's what I'm going to tell y'all, man. Y'all want to see what it really looks like. I want every one of you to buy this book. It's called the Raping of Nanking. Okay? Go look and see what the Japanese did in the city of Nanking. Go get that book, man. I cried every 4 pages in that book. I only made it halfway through that book. Okay? Only halfway through the book. And that's commonplace, man. Like, you guys think that's an abnormality. They killed 1.2 million people in like 3 months. Okay? And go read the book on how they killed them and how bad the things they were doing were. Okay? Terrible things. And just take that, put it in Katrina. Okay? Just put it in Katrina. Right here in America, right over in Louisiana, same exact thing. Okay? Go put it in LA in the LA riots. Same exact thing. All right? Hey, man, I appreciate you sharing that with us. I know it ain't easy, but I think it's important for people to hear just how crazy it is, man. I wish people had the opportunity to go live in Nicaragua for 6 months, or, the Middle East, or a country a lot less fortunate than we are in America. Because I tell everybody, the biggest thing that nobody understands in America, you can go to 7-Eleven at 3 o'clock in the morning, and more likely than not, you're going to be okay. Okay? There's countries in America where you step outside your house at night, you're dead. All right? And that's what Americans don't understand. They don't understand it. Dog, let me tell you something, man. When you call 911 and all you get is the busy signal, you better strap on your hard hat and get ready to start being evil. Okay? A lot of times that's happened, man. 911 stopped working in Detroit during a Northeast power outage. They were 4 hours away from complete anarchy. My wife was in Detroit. I was in D.C. I had a gangster-ass extraction plan for her. Okay? But it also involved me stealing something. Okay? I'm going to do what I got to do to get my wife out. But I knew she's had her alarm set for 3 o'clock in the morning. If that power wasn't on when she woke up, she was getting in her car. She was driving south. She had a 3/4 of a tank of gas, which is about 300 miles, which would put her in the middle of nowhere in Ohio. Okay? There was a solid plan. Once her car got near to the end of gas, she had to look for a couple features, and then she knew what she had to do. She had a full costume, so she looked like an old dirty man. Okay? We'll cover the car in mud, and then we're going to roll out. Okay? And then I was going to come and get her. And I would be there, at 3 o'clock in the morning when she left. I probably would have been there maybe by the time she got to where she was going. I probably would have been in the area relatively close to pick her up. And then we'd be back in D.C. in, 4 or 5 hours after that. But, that's what I'm talking about, man. World-class plan, world-class extraction. You got to have a skill set that other people don't have if you think you're going to win. Okay? And here's the other thing I'm going to tell you. You better leave before the roadblocks get put up. So don't wait until it starts, because if you wait until it starts, you're done. Because there ain't no way. I don't know what I would have had. I know what I would have had to done to get into Detroit to try to get her out. And it would have involved a plane, a parachute, and a gun. The first two of those, not you rolling dice, bro. A lot of what ifs rolling dice. Okay? All right. Any experiences with vision being a line over uncorrectable? Push on your eyeballs, man. Sounds stupid. Push on your eyeballs. Most dangerous hood, College Park. All right. The people were way better than Americans in Nicaragua. Also, a whole neighborhood tried to kill me middle of the day while everybody watched cops. Yeah. Good you have a woman that's down to be prepared for real shit. Listen, man, she wouldn't marry me if she wasn't, bruh. We done had a couple drills in this house. All right? Dirt bikes are cool, but they need gas. Right? You need gas. How far are you going to ride a dirt bike? Let me ask you this. Is a dirt bike quiet? How many people would love to have your dirt bike in a situation like this? Are you making yourself a bigger target with a dirt bike? I don't know. I would say yes. Astrophysics, good. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, man, fighter pilot doesn't depend on how good your grades are. Depends on how well you fly the plane, man. So if you told me you had an astrophysics degree with 200 hours, oh, you go in the Air Force, you get jets in the Air Force, you'd be all right. Yeah, man, should have left your job before you started. What kind of rucksack should I buy? The kind you get at a garage sale for $5. 101st and the 82nd are both going. They on their way. We got to switch to EVs. Hey, man, that's crack right there. You want to talk about nothing working when the electronics go down? Get you a Tesla, my dude. Construction. Staff Sergeant Shell graduated. He's on his way back. Matter of fact, he's probably back in South Carolina or South Dakota right now. He'll be coming back up. Is there any way we can have a plan and an alliance with you? No. No plan, no alliance. If you see me out there in them streets, you can join my crew because we're going to be mobbing up. But no. Do I need hours for Army National Guard pilot? No, you don't. Join the Ranger Bat right now. Kettlebell swings with IT band? No. Swim breaststroke? Positive for THC at MEPS? Stupid. Okay? Yeah, EV in apocalypse is nuts. That might be the dumbest thing in the world. Hard finding lumberjack jobs. Yeah, man, but it's you go find you a construction. Okay? Absolutely. Dirt bikes need oil mixture, everything else, man. How long to wait before asking for OCS in the Army to leadership? I don't know what that question means, bro. Hey, listen, man, all y'all are asking a bunch of simple questions. I want to remind y'all, over here in Discord on the left side of this screen, we got a ton of answers, man. We got a ton of answers over here. Recruiting, Army, whole SF Center, OCS process boards, admissions, West Point, Naval Academy. We got all this stuff. Pilots. The pilots might be the most gangster section we got. We got 30 pilots over there running this whole room. Law enforcement. We got a bunch of 3-letter agency dudes over here. Medical school admissions. We probably got 15 doctors over here helping out. Some very seasoned Air Force RAM doctors, which is like their emergency medicine doctors in like flight medicine. Cyber's ran by the cyber crew. They killing it. And then that's it, man. So just remember, come over here and get in Discord. I think we up to like almost 5,000 people in Discord. It just helps when you come over here and ask your questions. D1 rower in buds. D1 rowers do pretty good in buds. Bart Randall is a rower. A little bit of a goon, but he's doing well. I believe Bart Randall's an admiral now. How would you motivate younger siblings when all he wants to do is play video games? So I'm telling you right now, we cut back our video games big time, okay? Cut back our video games big time. My wife is texting me real quick. Okay, so we cut our video games back. Like my 14-year-old only gets 40 minutes of video games a day right now. Okay, that's it. He thought he was going to be on spring break playing video games all week. I told him, nope, 40 minutes a day. That's it. So if you ask me if I had to do it a little bit differently, there's a lot of value from reading and stuff like that on the tablets, but there's also a lot of really negative things that come with too much TV time. Not even TV time, too much video game time, man. So that's it. 1v1 on Fortnite, dog. I play way too much Fortnite, man. It's just fun. I've been playing OG mode, flying around in a plane, killing people, man. You have as much ammo as you can pick up and run with. Yeah, best way to lose weight, hold 30. Flags upside down, man. We in distress in America. Like the shit just getting real, man. A little distressful. That's all it means. It's not disrespectful. Fly your flag upside down. It just means the country's in a little bit of distress, man. That's it. Lost my pinky on a school bus. Anyone get their summer seminar app back? So listen, man, if you on here asking about SMUs, then you in the wrong place. So you could come into the Discord and ask the question, but you got to go get some dudes. Were you a sniper when you were in the SEALs? No, I was an officer. But I can shoot. I'm going to tell you this. I can shoot. You don't want to be on the other end of that stick. Barefoot Bandit. Yeah, man. That's Washington State. Barefoot Bandit, my dude. Barefoot Bandit, they wanted to make his thing into a movie, man. They shut him down. They didn't want to inspire other people. So the Andy Show 7645, okay? Clearly you ain't been on this channel long, but I'm going to tell you this. You know who gets killed first in a gunfight? The part-time gunfighter. So go look at your question and ask yourself, what does that question sound like? Okay? The part-time gunfighter is one of the first people to get killed in a gunfight. So you ask yourself, look at that. Look at your question, ask yourself what you want to do. Okay? I'm stuck on a summary probation for a couple of years. Construction. Okay, summary probations. Construction. I mean, if you're going to go TAC P and you're already in the Army, it's always good, man. It's always good. It's always good. Machine gun. Marine machine gunner wanting to go SEALs. Fine. SEALs, I'm telling you, the Marine Corps kills SEALs. I think we had 3 or 4 Marines in my class out of 21 people. So I'm never going to tell a Marine, don't go SEALs. Like, just make sure you're prepared, get the PDF, get ready, get on your shit and get going. All right, folks, look, we had 8:15. I ain't got no more questions. Any more questions in Discord? We're going to get up out of here. I want everybody to take a second, man. Hug your loved ones. Make sure you got your plan, bruh. Okay? And make sure you judge your skills appropriately. All right? That's all right, man. That's okay. Go to Big Army. Get it done, man. No big deal, dude. Just go to Big Army. After you're there for a year, get up out of there. Any advice? Hey, Fox, tell your boy to get on the Army PDF, man. That's all we need. Hey, guys, if you don't know, Army PDF, you can come over to Discord, put exclamation point, Army PDF, Navy PDF. You can email me at jake.zwig@gmail.com. Ask for the Navy SEAL PDF or the Army PDF, the Brain PDF. I'm hand doing the construction PDF, but we've been sending a lot of those out. I'm just going to tell all y'all that it's going to be good for another 2 months. And then at the end of April, we're going over to this gangster app that we're building. I'm still looking to hire somebody. If you're interested in a job and you live in the San Antonio, North San Antonio area, and you want to build an app for me, it's a pretty easy deal. It's all on this program that builds the app for you. It's all words, no coding. I sure could use the help. I'm going to pay you good money. So we're good. You know what I'm saying? We're good. So app is coming down the street, man. Life is getting good. We got some speaking engagements coming up, which are pretty cool. I'm telling you right now, I made some goals yesterday. They pretty big. I won't share them on here, but they're pretty big. I'm fixing to go get them. Okay, I've kind of took 3 or 4 months off. Buying a business has become a pain in my butt, so I'm gonna have to go a more unconventional route, which I don't mind doing, and we'll figure it out, man. So, hey, I'll see y'all on Sunday at 1 p.m. I'll post a post asking what do y'all want to talk about on Sunday. We'll get going. And that's a wrap. Someone asked me about sandbag workouts, man. Listen, man. Just go work construction. All right, y'all. Deuces to Washington State. Stillicum. Shout out to them Stillicum Sentinels. That's right. And them Pioneer Pirates. Shout out to Lafayette Street.